Big Spruce Rabbitry, and I'm making a third update to how coronavirus has affected our life here on our homestead in Fairbanks, Alaska. And I want to talk a little bit about how coronavirus has affected our state, and then show you how to make a mask to protect yourself and others around you. I have felt that Alaska has generally done a pretty good job with coronavirus. We are a rural state, so it probably is a little easier than New York or California to contain, and we've had about 270 cases. And if you want to have more information specifically on what's going on in Alaska with coronavirus, you can check the link in the description. Most coronavirus cases have been centered in Fairbanks and Anchorage. This kind of makes sense as these are the population centers of the state, but Anchorage has been hit quite a bit harder than Fairbanks, where Fairbanks actually hasn't had a new case in about 4 days, and before that it had been a couple of weeks. Coronavirus has hit Alaska's economy pretty hard. The summer season has pretty much been canceled, so things like tourism and most work that would get done in the summer has had to be put on hold. And we do most of our work in the summer, and most of my income is seasonal, so things are going to be pretty rough this winter. I've not left the homestead much, but from what I've seen too many people walking around without masks. This virus is not over. We don't have a lot of cases of it, but it's something really nasty that you really don't want to get. All said, I think our state has done a very good job handling coronavirus. They locked down early and have stayed in a lockdown up until Monday. I have lost most of my summer employment, and my husband will not be able to work out in the outer villages this summer because they are all on lockdown and will continue to be on lockdown, as they should stay, for the duration of this crisis, because they simply don't have the medical supplies to deal with this pandemic. There are many stories of an Alaskan village where everybody died because there just wasn't the medical facilities there. The governor reopening the state has done some good, but I fear in the long run will do more bad than good, because from what I've seen going out in public is a lot of people not respecting social distancing and not wearing masks. And of this virus, the state will have to be reclosed. And I don't want that to happen, so I want to show you how to make a mask here today out on my road. That I'll be using to make my mask today. I'm using some quilting fabric, needles, elastic, thread, and of course something to cut that with. I'm going to use this white fabric for the inside of my mask and the maroon fabric for the outside. Normally sewing is a precise science, but I'm really just holding this thing up to my face to be able to decide how big to make it. Okay, the two pieces fit together good enough that I can pin it. So I've got the top of my mask pinned, so now I'm going to sew it with needle and thread. So with both the top and the bottom sewn up, I'm now going to put the folds in the sides. So with that, I'm going to sew up the sides. Final stitch. And now I'll just anchor it off by tying the thread on the inside of the mask. Now all I need to do is put the ear straps on. I've sewn on the straps. It might not look like much, but it will do the job. And there you have it. A mask like this should be worn with its pleats facing down. Just because the governor has reopened the state does not mean you should be going out in public without masks or gloves. This pandemic is not over, but we have gotten it more or less under control. This could change, though, if a whole lot of us start to act stupid and start passing the virus around, and we get a second surge of the virus in our state, requiring a new lockdown. When wearing a mask, it should cover your nose and mouth. If it's not doing that, it's not helping you, and I have been out and seen people wearing masks like this. Masks do work in three major ways. First, they prevent other people's sneeze goo from hitting you and your sneeze goo from hitting other people, which reduces the amount of sneeze goo going around, so the amount of virus going around. Second, they prevent you from touching your face, or at least make you have to think about it a little bit, which prevents viruses from ending up into your nose and mouth. Thirdly, they reduce the amount of virus that might get into your body, causing an infection, and that makes the severity of an infection you might catch while wearing a mask less bad than it would be otherwise. Thanks for watching. Continue wearing your masks. Like, comment, subscribe, and check out our farm store in the description.